Hi, I'm Rodney Johnson, co-editor of Boom and Bust as well as Survive and Prosper. Currently there's a war going on in our country, but it doesn't have any casualties. There are no guns, no blood, but people are talking about it all the time. It's the struggle between inflation and deflation. Now, there are only a few winners, but there are an awful lot of losers. Recently, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported inflation of about 1%. Now, typically you'd think that's great. Low inflation means the dollar is holding its value, right? Well, instead, economists and members of the Fed are worried about deflation. They're worried that if prices start to drop, spenders will hold back, wait for further price reductions, thereby pushing the economy into a recession. It's called the paradox of thrift. Saving money causes a drop in sales, which causes a falling economy. It hurts the very savers that started the whole thing in the first place because they have job losses and falling wages. To fight this possible deflation, the Fed and other central banks are printing money like crazy. It's not creating higher wages and is having a weird effect on some prices. There are some asset classes shooting higher, but it's things like stocks that are putting the gains in just a few hands while everyone else plods along with flat or falling earnings and zero income on their savings. The problem is the Fed and others want to turn the economic tide. They want to change the business cycle, which never happened in history. I got news for them. We're in deflation. It's here. Consumers want less debt. They're refusing to rack up more on credit cards. And we should encourage it. You shouldn't fear it. The faster we work through deflation, the faster we can move on. But the members of the Fed, they're not buying it. They don't want to be blamed for deflation. So they hold down interest rates, punishing savers with negative interest rates, and they work to bolster inflation so that we pay more for goods and services. Brilliant. Leads to a weird situation where some have moved higher, some prices have fallen. I got a message for the Fed. Please, stop. We don't want to spend more. No matter what the CPI tells you, we're actually spending more right now. I know prices have fallen for gadgets and widgets, but we do have higher prices in some key areas of life. All you have to do is ask. Been to the grocery store? You've paid more. Written a tuition check? You've definitely paid more. Bought medicine or insurance premium? Welcome to higher costs. In daily life, we're taking it in the shorts. In one area, gasoline prices did drop over the year, but they've actually rebounded here lately. As a protester told a Fed governor, I can't eat an iPad. Just because some government statistics show modest price movements doesn't mean things are rosy on Main Street. The really sad part about CPI is it's not capturing everything going on in daily life, even though all the information is there. The U.S. government already captures data on how we spend money and how prices change. They just don't report it in a very usable way. I don't think it's a conspiracy. It's just an effort to make things, a little better than they are, or maybe just the best they can possibly be. After all, who wants to be responsible for making it more expensive to live while wages fall? I'm sure that neither Ben Bernanke nor Janet Yellen want to be remembered as the killer of our standard of living. So the next time you read a government statistic about inflation, don't take it too seriously. Instead, turn to us. We'll give you the real numbers, and we'll tell you what it means.